Hey guys, it's me, Jimmy. Today I'm here in the beautiful island of Cebu, Philippines. And because this is Southeast Asia where things tend to be very affordable, I decided to try some buffet restaurants here. Not one, not two, but 3 different buffet restaurants in different categories. I'm gonna start from a somewhat budget-friendly buffet to a luxurious $50 buffet. So I don't think you guys are gonna want to miss this video. Oh, by the way, before we start the video today, a lot of you guys reached out to me asking me how I'm able to speak in so many different languages like Korean, English, and Japanese. And let me tell you, there's nothing that can replace learning from a good teacher. That being said, if you guys are looking to learn a new language, I highly recommend learning by taking affordable one-on-one classes using italki. Oh, Jimmy, please tell me more. What is italki? Well, it's an online platform where you can find certified language teachers for one-on-one lessons. They have native speakers in 150 different languages, so whether it's Japanese, Korean, English, Chinese, you can easily find yourself a teacher that can teach you a new language in your native language. And I must say, the most beautiful part about italki, these quality language lessons, they start from only $5. Like, it was so affordable that it didn't make sense for me to not start learning. So guess what? Recently, I started taking some conversational Chinese lessons from my teacher.
And my teacher, Annie, does a really great job of teaching me from the very basics.
When we practice, we all practice with the first tone, okay? Flat, a little bit high and then flat. You. Very good.
And for the first time in my life, I feel like my Chinese is actually improving. 我是韩国的 YouTuber.
我可以拍你吗？
我可以拍你吗？
Yeah.
If you always felt like you're too busy to take language lessons, that's not a problem anymore. You can easily book the lessons anytime you want so that it matches your schedule. Because let's be honest here, we're all busy these days.
Oh, so busy, I'm sweating. There's no commitment or any kind of subscription for italki, which is really great. So if you always wanted to start learning a new language, honestly, now might be the best time. For those of you who are joining italki for the first time, you'll receive an extra $5 if you purchase $10. Just make sure to use my promo code, okay? This code is only available for the first 50 people, so don't waste another second. Use the link in description, use the code, start learning now. Yep, 2024, my New Year's resolution is learning Chinese and going to China.
Alright, I'm hungry. Can we go get some food?
Okay, as my first buffet, I'm gonna try this place called Vikings Buffet. Supposedly it's like a very popular buffet franchise here in Philippines. And usually they're a little bit more affordable, but today they have a holiday rate, so I'm paying $18 for my dinner. The buffet's not even open yet, but they got a ton of people already waiting. I'm just wishing that they're that good.
They give you a wristband when you enter like a club. And once you enter, you sit on your table and start getting the food.
Let's go. Whoa, they got donuts? They have a whole collection of pizza?
This buffet, despite being a budget buffet, had a surprising amount of options for food like Chinese food, freshly cooked meat, and they even had some Japanese food.
Yakisoba, tonkatsu, and some okonomiyaki. Is this Japan or what? Now I have to see if they have Korean food. Wow, these look very nice.
I got a little excited when I saw sushi here, but when I took a closer look, I decided not to get them.
Okay, let's be honest here. Not the most flattering sushi. Wow, I don't even know what these are, but they look interesting. That looks like Piccolo's blood. They got some salads here too. Not that I'm going for them, but just showing you guys. They got a hallway full of juice. Hi. They got goldfish sashimi.
So it looks like they have some serious variety here. Allow me to get some food and try them now.
Okay, I'm gonna get some of that noodle dish. That looks really great. Oh, that's a lot. I feel like the noodles will go together with this pork adobo. It's so jiggly. My butt jiggles like this when I'm playing with my phone on my bed. I'm extremely hungry right now. Gotta start with that adobo. Some good pork. Wow, it's really good. I like the sauce of the noodle. The noodle itself feels just a little undercooked. Scallop, shao mai.
So I felt like their Asian foods were generally okay. You wouldn't be happy to get these at a restaurant that specializes in them, but they're definitely good enough for me to enjoy.
They feel very dry and hard on the inside, and I feel like they're not supposed to be like that. Other than that, I thought it was really enjoyable.
Okay, let's try some more international foods this time.
Get a good cheese pizza. I want to get some of this Filipino mama spaghetti. Of course I need garlic bread. Let's try that pizza.
Pizza is my favorite food, so I hope they did it right.
They could definitely work on the dough. You guys see how dense it is? It's like the dough didn't bubble up. It's super hard and dense.
They have all kinds of pizza, so I'd hate to say this, but I feel like their pizza is just not that great.
So I've been told that Vikings buffet for Philippines, it's like a typical family buffet dinner. I'm gonna get in line for the meat. I'm gonna get their belly chun. It looks so tender and juicy.
You want beef? Try the beef.
Beef? Oh, I love beef. Thank you.
Lamb.
Lamb? Oh, I love lamb too. I just love everything. Thank you. Thank you. You're very kind, sir. I had a lot of chicken recently, but I'll have one.
Try this one.
Oh, awesome. Chicken leg. Thank you.
The gentleman also told me to get this peppercorn sauce. It's supposed to be the best one they have.
It's like boiling hot, the sauce. Can't wait. I'm gonna go have it now. Every time I see Chinese food, I feel just a little bitter. You guys know why? Yeah, I wanna start with the beef. With that peppercorn special sauce.
After the pizza and the Chinese food, I was about to lower my expectations on this place. But their beef and the sauce really surprised me because they're really good.
This might be one of my favorite gravy of all time. The gravy is really, really delicious. Nicely seasoned with pepper. The beef tastes really fresh and clean too. It's not like super, super tender, but it's definitely not tough. And the slices are super thin, so the little bit of muscle to it, it doesn't really bother me. One thing I realized in Philippines, they love pork. Let's try that piggy. The gravy is truly magical, man. This is great. I feel like overall their meats are all really good. There's not one that makes me go, this is not that good. They're all really good. And the gravy is just, it's special. So I feel like they've earned enough of my trust that I'm even going to try their sashimi. Typically when you go to a more affordable buffet, you do not want to have their sashimi, but I'll give this a try. You know what? Definitely not fishy. This is decent sashimi. Guys, I'm full. Oh, why am I touching my boobs? I'm full. I should probably go for a dessert now. Can I? Okay, time for some desserts. That feels like some kind of mango jelly. I'm gonna take one. Oh, are they making churros? I kinda wanted to try this purple thing. Oh, that's a big cake. Oh God, I got too much. I demand the most unhealthy donut. That one looks quite unhealthy.
So this thing that looked like Piccolo's brain matter, it just tasted like a really sweet mixture of fruits and grains. If any of you guys are from Philippines, please educate me on what this is. So overall, I think their desserts are okay. They're definitely not as impressive as they look. Like these donuts are pretty much like gas station donuts, and I enjoy them sometimes, but I wouldn't consider these to be like a must try.
Okay, I feel like I understand why they're so popular now. For what I paid, their international foods were generally really good, and I feel like their meats were amazing. In the standards of Philippines, it's not cheap, but it's not like insanely expensive either, especially for their normal rate. So no wonder a lot of families like to come here. All right, now let's spend a little more money and see what we can get. So today I'm staying in this resort called Dusit Taning. I'm only staying here for one night because one night is all I can afford. But they have a dinner buffet here that I would love to try. It is a little more expensive than Vikings, but hopefully better too.
Alright then, let's see how good it is. From the first look, it does seem more luxurious than Vikings. Like their food had a little nicer touch to them. And they also had some seafoods that the first place didn't really have.
Whoa, that clam looks messed up. It's so long. What the hell? They don't only have one, they have two chocolate fountains. They have white chocolate too. Oh God. Oh wow, that looks good.
So the cleanliness and the quality of the food seems generally really good, although some were definitely better than the others.
Yeah, right, that's sushi.
Looking at these made me really hungry. Let's fill up my belly.
When I see something like this, I have no choice but to go for it. Get some of that. Beef lasagna? I love lasagna. That looks very, very cheesy. I love that. Red wine chicken stew? That sounds great. You get a piece of fried chicken. Some things you don't walk away from. Toxic people, fried chicken. Lechon kawaii. No, I think it's kawali, not kawaii, but I'm gonna keep saying kawaii. Lechon kawaii. Eh? This is looking very promising, people. What should I start with? Allow me to start with the pizza that's already getting kind of cold. Now the pizza looks like one of those buffet pizzas. It's only as good as I expected. It is okay, I just had to try it.
I think as far as the quality of the beef, their beef was better than Vikings, but their sauce wasn't as good as the Vikings.
That is good beef. How about some of that Mexican rice? That's beef lasagna topped with some good cheese. Back many years ago, used to live in Canada, and beef lasagna was one of those things that I had as dinner very often. Man, this is good lasagna.
I was pretty happy with their international food, but one thing that I wasn't impressed by was their Filipino food.
Not as tender as I'd imagined. Guys, you know how deep fried food, when you leave it outside for a little while, it becomes like super hard and super tough? This lechon kawali is just like that. It's almost hard to eat. Because this is Philippines, it's a large resort hotel, I thought they would do it right, you know? Listen guys, I don't want to be a douchey food critic here. It just seems that many of the food items here, it looks nice but doesn't quite taste nice. I'd like to get some noodles. I want some onions, onion haseyo. What's like traditionally Filipino? Egg noodles, okay. And I respect tradition. She's getting that soup, whatever that is. Okay, how about some egg noodles, my friends? That looks good to me.
There are some things that look good, but they taste really funny when you put them in your mouth. Let's hope that this is not one of them. Thankfully, the noodle was pretty good. Not as good as going to a proper noodle restaurant, but very good for what you get from a buffet. They don't only make Asian-style noodles for you, but they also make pasta. What I've gathered here doesn't seem very Italian, but I like to experiment, so let's see how this turns out.
White sauce or red sauce?
Which one's better?
White sauce.
White sauce? Okay, I'll get the white sauce. Okay, that looks legit. Okay, I mean, their pasta isn't authentic Italian food, but I give it to them. It tastes pretty good.
It's like one of those times when I had kimchi fried rice in other countries, and it's nothing like kimchi fried rice, but I still enjoy the heck out of it.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Let's get some of that cheesecake. Oh, it's kind of hard. Oh, I think it's kind of frozen. They got these cute donuts. I'm gonna make myself some chocolate glazed donut. This warrants me a job at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna replace their factory robots. Why let the robots and AI and machines take our jobs? It's time to take our jobs back. Whoa, this log is also really hard too. I almost wanna know their secrets. I would like both mint chocolate and strawberry. These two are my favorite. Thank you. Yeah, right, that's matcha cake. Moving on, why don't we have this mango thing? Tastes like mango with milk, and it's got these teenager pimples on it.
This tasted like mango flavored milk with jelly in it, and it was probably my favorite dessert at the place. Their gelato was okay. It tasted like one of those low-calorie ice cream, but it was definitely better than one of those budget ice creams.
Give those donut glazing jobs back to the people. This tastes like one of those supermarket donuts that they somehow keep in room temperature for like a long time. Okay, I was saying that this feels hard on my hand. It's one of those cheesecakes that are like really dense, kind of like Costco cheesecakes. I actually like this. This is good cheesecake. Overall, in this restaurant, the inconsistency stands out the most to me. Like some of them are like legitimately good, while half of what they have is not really worth it. It's like one of those people that are like nice to you sometimes, they can be really sweet, but every now and then they have a lot of deal breakers. So it's like good and bad, good and bad. This buffet to me is kind of like that. Again, it's still not that expensive, so in terms of money, I think I'm okay with this. All right, so there was 38 US dollars per person. I mean, for what I paid, I think the food was okay. But now that I've come this far, I gotta go for something that's even better, even more expensive. Come with me, guys. Okay, children, I'm here in Marco Polo Plaza. Many of my viewers told me that the hotel buffet that they have here is the most luxurious in Cebu. By the way, the day of filming today is Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas, guys.
Upon entering the restaurant, I could immediately tell this is a fancy buffet. The overall feel of their display and the kinds of food that they had, it was definitely a few notches above the other two that I've been to all year. They also had the Filipino pork dish lechon here too.
This can't possibly hurt the pig, right? They call this lechon baka. He must have been a weeb.
The food is looking very promising here. Let's not waste more time and try some.
I think I'm gonna start with some good protein. That chicken picatas looks quite good. Roast pork loin, I'll get that one. Hello, can I get some ham and some roast beef?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that looks good.
Where from, sir?
Oh, Korea.
안녕하세요.
Oh, 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요.
I gotta say, these are by far the best looking meat, and I couldn't wait to try them.
You are very fluent in English.
Oh yeah, I studied a little. My mom's American. Just kidding, I just made that up. Well, don't even try to tell me that this doesn't look good. I'd like to start with the roast beef. Yeah, that's good roast beef with good sauce.
Okay, I got a feeling that I'm really gonna get what I paid for here.
Let's try some of that ham. I'll be honest with you guys, any Thanksgiving day in America, I go to an American person's house because they feel bad for me, they invite me, which is really kind of them. And I always go for the ham instead of the turkey because ham is just better than turkey. Very sweet, it's a good ham. A little dry, but it's a good ham.
Oh, and here's something else that I really liked.
I love their fish and chips. The fish is like super fluffy and the batter is like super thin and crispy. I would say this is better than a lot of the fish and chips restaurants that I've been to. A lot of the times I find that the fish is a little too tough, the batter is a little too thick, but this is good. Also, today's a very special day here. You can get all your drinks for free as well. Soda, wine, beer, you name it, they have it, it's for free.
I just find it extra liberating when the drinks are included in the buffet too. This must be how an American person feels every day. Like you feel freedom, but you're actually paying a lot of money for it.
Mashed potato with spinach. Didn't know mashed potato with spinach was a thing, but I like it, that was really good. This time I'm thinking, maybe I'll have some of their sushi.
But never mind, it doesn't look very good. Like, it's not even worth an experiment. They had a noodle station too, so I decided to try that instead.
Beef, chicken, and laksa.
What's the best?
The laksa, the spicy one.
Okay, I'll get the laksa.
Laksa.
Yeah. Egg noodle? Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. While I'm waiting for that noodle, I'm thinking maybe I'll get some of that Japanese beef curry. I love Japan. That is not Japanese curry. That's an Indian guy that watches anime curry. But that's okay. I love India, I love Japan, I love anime. This curry looks good. They also got Singaporean chili crab. Oh, that looks like ramen. That looks great. I'm gonna add some toppings to it. Powdered chili, boiled egg, scoop up some rice to go with my curry. Cheers, my friends. I didn't pick up my chopsticks, but here's my noodle.
Laksa is this spicy noodle that's popular in Southeast Asia, and it has herbs and coconut milk in it. I honestly didn't know what it was, but now I do, I guess.
It tastes very much like tonkotsu ramen. Here's my Singaporean crab and Japanese curry. They both look kind of Indian to me if you ask me.
So Japanese curry tend to be a little more sweet, whereas this tasted more aromatic. So that was more Southeast Asian, but I liked it in its own way.
I'm pretty allergic to crabs, but this is how far I can go for you guys.
Unfortunately, the crab didn't have a lot in it. Maybe the crab was Singaporean K-pop training. It was really skinny.
It's okay, I guess. I'm gonna get some of that clam chowder. Well, I would like some cheese.
By the way guys, is it normal for a cheese knife to be this small? Maybe I need to gently stroke it to awaken its final form. This is really small.
I'm confused. So I do this. Oh man, I hate to admit it, but I love these douchey people cheese. Now I'm gonna have to get some wine with this. The clam chowder looks promising.
I'm not a clam chowder expert, but I would say this is like a clam chowder that you get from a fancy salad place.
So it seems that in Southeast Asia, they're not huge fans of nigiri sushi. I'm sure there's many reasons to it, like it's more expensive and it's more likely that you're gonna get food poisoning from it too. So I often see these rolls and they're mostly just rice. This one has a bit of raw tuna.
And let's just say that it tastes nothing like sushi. And this is enough to know that you probably don't want to try sushi when you go to a buffet in Cebu.
Oh, that is not good.
Thank God I have this good American Coca-Cola to wash down the bad taste in my mouth. I drink it to wash down my traumatic memories too.
Okay, my Indian viewers, are you guys here? I'm about to have some chicken biryani. That honestly looks pretty good. I haven't been to India yet, so I don't know how authentic this is, but it does taste pretty good. Like I was saying earlier, white wine, red wine, beer, soda, they're all included in the buffet today. I don't know if it always is. I think it might be because it's Christmas. I gotta say, I am pretty old, but I'm not old enough to actually like and appreciate wine.
I know when the wine's really bad, but I think this was a decent wine.
Every time I drink wine, there's this feeling that I get like I'm successful, you know? This is cool, this is chill. Having some of that cheese, and I drink wine. And I just imagine myself being this Roman man, very handsome, very tall, very wealthy. I live in Pompeii, got a ton of slaves, but I'm a good person, so I don't whip them unless they make me.
You guys know I'm joking, right? Of course I'd be the slave back in those days.
It's Princess Jimmy's dessert time. Oh, that looks so artificial. I'm kind of scared to go for it. Okay, probably not that one. I wonder if I can take these. I'm sure these are edible. Maybe I'll act like one of those annoying YouTubers. I can just be like, oh, I didn't know. Ha 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 ha, tee hee hee. Is this gonna go viral? I think so. Ha ha ha. I wanna do something safe like this. And get that. I don't wanna get something and then not eat it, because that's wasteful. Just because I'm from Korea, I don't have to be wasteful. Not on camera, at least. Hi, can I get this? Did this come from a real tree? Oh my God, what is she making? Oh, can I get one too? So over there, she's making some crepes with mango for me. Thank you very much. I know that these aren't very good for me, so I'll just do one. I'm gonna get this pretzel. Oh, it smells really buttery and eggy and fantastic.
I must say this is one of the best crepes that I've ever had. It's simple, but it had really great mango in it. You see, desserts are like people. It's great if they look nice, but what really matters is what's inside of them. But at the same time, people will always want to go for the prettier ones.
By now, I have enough buffet experience to know that anything from that chocolate fountain can't be that good. Still got it anyway.
And of course, it wasn't good.
Let me have this creme brulee. I wish that was a little softer, you know? Some things are better soft.
Overall, their desserts were really good, just not at the level of really nice dessert places.
So the $50 buffet here, like if you were to go to a buffet that's $50 in Korea, it's like 30% of their food is good and the 70% is like kind of not worth it, you know? But I felt like most of what they had was really good up to the standards. So yes, $50 in Cebu is quite expensive, but I felt like it's still a great deal. Hope you guys enjoyed watching my video today. By the time you guys are watching this, it's probably past Christmas, so Happy New Year. I hope in 2024, you guys become even more happier, watch even more of my videos, listen to even more of my songs, and I just hope things turn out well for you guys, okay? Take care.